Today's recipe calls for a grill. I'm going to show you how to set up a propane grill so you can grill with success. Which I don't know why we're in the fridge. That makes no sense, but with that said, let's get started.
The first thing we need to do is check the velocity of the molecules in the surrounding atmosphere, or long story short, check and see if it's windy outside. If it's super windy, don't even try to grill. The wind will blow out your burners, preventing you from cooking anything. The ingredients you need to make your own homemade windsock is your favorite stick and a sock that doesn't have a hole in it. Now that you've finally used your meteorology degree, it's time to grab your favorite cold beverage. It's really important you have a cold bevy while you're out there grilling so hard. We don't want you getting parched or dehydrated. I'm going with some iced coffee because that's my favorite. After you have your drink of choice, it's time to prep out your food that you're gonna grill. Today, I'm not gonna show you how to grill a specific item. All I'm gonna do in this video is show you how to properly set up your grill so you can grill with success. On a different day and another time, I'll show you how to grill specific items like chicken or steak, but today I'm just gonna cut up some zucchini. This way I'm not gonna waste my propane gas. Now that you have your favorite beverage in hand and all of your food is prepped out and ready for grilling, the next step we need to do is the most important one in this entire video, and that is to move your grill away from your living establishment into an open space. There shouldn't be anything above it or around it. This way, if anything gets haywire and catches fire, then you're not going to catch your house on fire or a tree on fire or anything in that case. Doing this small little step will hopefully prevent anything bad from happening, because we don't want to have to call our local beefcake daddies, also known as the fire department, to come put out a fire we accidentally started. Of course, if you need help from first responders, then give them a call, but the best way to prevent anything bad from happening is to do it safely from the beginning. This is what the top of our propane tank looks like. It has a valve on it that has arrows that show you how to open it and close it. The open is counterclockwise and the close is counterclockwise. You'll need to know this once we go to start to actually grill. This is what the connection looks like on our propane tank, and this is what the connection for our gas line to our burners on our grill looks like. You want to attach your gas line to your propane tank. You want to ensure that the threads line up and you have a nice, tight, firm fit. This way we don't have any leakage of gas. It should just be hand tight and nothing more. If your grill has one of these sweet propane tank holsters, go ahead and throw your tank in there. Your tank should usually be under your grill, or it should be close enough that you're not putting strain on the gas line. The little pin on your gas line will depress the mechanism inside your propane tank, allowing the gas to flow through to your burners. No gas will flow until you open the valve on your propane tank. The next most important thing you need to do is ensure that you have enough propane to get the job done. The best way to do this is do a few tank squats and curls. For scientific reasons, propane under pressure becomes really dense, causing it to be heavy. So if your tank feels heavy, then you know you're full. If it feels super light, then you may need to refill up your tank. You want to ensure that you check this because you don't want to run out halfway through your grilling process. Just ask my brother.
I'll never make that mistake again. I lost a lot of good meat that day. Still have nightmares.
Now that everything's square and good to go, we're going to open the valve all the way on our propane tank, allowing the gas to flow to our burners so we can start grilling. The one I'm working with has 5 burners and an electric igniter. You may or may not have the same setup. Each one is built a little bit different. If your grill has an electric igniter like mine does, it should sound something like this when you press on it. You want to start your burners one by one. You don't want to do them all at the same time. The first thing you're going to do is pick one burner to start with, and you're going to set it on the lowest setting possible, or if your grill has a designated ignite position, then set it to that. Now that your knob is on the right setting, you're going to press and hold down your ignite button for 5 seconds. If your burner doesn't start right away after that 5 seconds, then stop and wait a little bit and try it again. Once your burner catches and starts, you should hear a whoosh sound, which means it's going, or you can visually see that it's flowing with the flames. You're going to repeat the same process until all of your burners are going. When you have your burners on and you're trying to ignite your grill, it's important that you have the lid open. This way the gas can dissipate when you're trying to ignite it, because if you have the lid closed, you're going to trap all of that propane inside, which in turn will create this gas bubble, which can cause this little ball of fire. Now that you have all of your burners going with the little flamies, it's time to set the heat on your grill. Typically, you want to break your grill up into 2 sections. You want a side that's medium high. This side, you'll get that first initial hard sear on, and and the other side, you want it set to a medium low. This is the side that you'll finish the cooking process. Depending on how much food you're making, you may or may not need to use all of your burners, so use your best judgment on what you need to use. Now that you have your burners set to the temperature that you need, it's time to allow our grill to come up to temp. Really important you allow your grill to come up to temp. This way we can get that first initial hard sear on our product, and it'll also help prevent anything from sticking to our grill. Once you've allowed it to come up to temp, go ahead and throw your product on your grill, which is my zucchini in this case. Now that you have all of your product on the grill, it's time to take a quick second because you deserve a drink from that cold beverage that you got at the beginning of this video. Whenever you're grilling stuff, it's really important that you stay close by your grill. This way you can prevent anything from burning, or if anything gets out of hand, you can take care of it right away. And you want to periodically check on the product that you're grilling to ensure that nothing is burning, or to check to see if it needs to be flipped over. And when you go and flip over your product, you want to be fairly quick about it, because the more time the lid is open on your grill, that means more heat is being dissipated, and it'll take longer for the grill to come back up to temp where we need it to be so we can get a proper cook on everything. The grill is like an oven that lives outside, so you want to keep as much heat in as possible. During the grilling process, you'll notice that you may or may not have to adjust the heat on your grill. Just depends on how hot it runs. The more time you spend cooking on your grill, the better you're going to understand it, which in turn means you'll know the sweet spot and the perfect setting you need your grill to be to get the best results. Now that you're done grilling, it's time to turn all your knobs to the off position. It's really important that you completely turn them off. Now that you have your burners turned off, it's also really important that you remember to close the valve to your propane tank, which will stop any flow of gas. Now that you have everything completely shut off, it's time to clean your grill grates. It's really important that you do this, especially right after you're done grilling. While it's warm, it'll be a whole lot easier to get that stuff off. If you left it on there and let it completely cool down, it becomes hard, and it becomes harder to clean off as well. And if you left that stuff on there and let the schmutz build up, that stuff turns into carbon and little burnt ends, which could potentially catch fire or come off onto your food, which it gives it a gross flavor and texture, and nobody wants that. It's also important that you periodically give your grill a complete clean, getting rid of all the debris and the grease to prevent any accidents from happening. Now that you've cleaned all of your grill grates, you're going to leave the lid open and allow all the heat to dissipate from it so it will completely cool down. Once your grill is cool to the touch, you can cover it back up with your grill cover and put it back where you found it. It's really important that you let it completely cool down before you put it away. Now that you got it covered and put away, it's time to go inside and put your feet up because you worked so hard grilling today. So enjoy yourself.
Now that you know how to set up your propane grill, it's time to master that thing. Once you figure that out, there's endless opportunities when it comes to grilling. You can grill some steaks, some chicken, hamburgers, hot dogs, some fruit, some veggies, some more steaks, whatever your little heart desires. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. I need to go get my propane and propane accessories fixed by watching some King of the Hill. So we'll see you on the next one. Hank Hill. Hank. Propane. Propane. Or calm down.
I'll never make that mistake again. I lost a good lot. Oh, you had it. I'll never make that mistake again. I lost a good. Is it sticking out?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Larry. How you doing? You're gonna do what? You're gonna call my mom? No!